Greetings, everybody. I'm David Avocado Wolfe, and I'd love to invite you to our Immunity Summit happening right now. And what incredible timing based on the worldwide crisis we're all in. You can join for free simply by putting in your email above or below, and you'll get access to the interviews I've been doing with some of the world's greatest researchers in immunity, some of the world's greatest scientists, doctors, investigators. It's fascinating, it's informative, it's empowering. I've also put, right after my little video here, a sample of some of the interviews that have happened already. So you get a little teaser of what's coming. Again, this is a free offering to the community and at an appropriate time. We offer it through email, so you're going to have to watch your email to get each video, and we do them in order, so you won't get all of the videos at once. You'll get one, I think, each day or every other day, depending on how many we've done that week. And it's going to continue on. We were thinking originally we might do 2 weeks. We might do 6 weeks now because more and more interesting people keep showing up, and they've got very important information for us all. You know, all of us have had an experience of staying up all night and our immunity goes down. We've been stressed out and our immunity goes down. We're going to get into the key ideas of how we're going to bring our immunity not only back up, but modulate it so we don't get too far up there into autoimmunity, but keep it right in that ideal position, that Goldilocks position. So check out the videos that follow. Again, it's free. Put your email in above or below, and we'll see you on the inside. Cheers.
I'm about simplicity like you, David. It's about, looking at the environment, keeping your environment clean, eating good, clean food, drinking clean water. I believe the definition of a doctor is a teacher, not a prescriber. And so many of us out there need to be looking at the root cause of disease and cleaning the body and detoxifying the body and allowing the self-healing mechanism in the body to become active.
Where do viruses thrive or bacteria? Well, in rotting areas, really. So if you have a really bad diet, you're eating lots of carbs and sweets and cokes and junk food, and you're loaded with pesticides and heavy metals, you get the picture, right? You're toxic, you're inflamed. Yeah, viruses are going to love you. They're going to love your whole body. They're going to thrive in your body. But if you're living on superfoods, you're eating only organic, you don't have glyphosate in your body, you don't have a lot of heavy metals, radionucleosides, radioactive particles in your body, which we all have to some extent, your body is not rotting, right? So now we're going to tell you, what do you do about this? It's kind of really super simple and super cheap. That's the good news.
All of these things, whether it's pollen, smoke, mold spores, or viruses, they're all actually particles, right? They're particles, and they're particles of different sizes. So the small, really small particles are like smoke particles, and sometimes ultrafine dust, but usually dust is larger, and pollen is even larger still. And viruses are right down there with smoke particles. They're really, really small particles, and we use a measurement called microns to measure these different size particles. And viruses are around 1 micron, and that coronavirus is actually about 1.3 microns in size. So it's a pretty small particle. But nonetheless, there are filters, these HEPA filters, or even better than that is ultra HEPA filters, and they will capture particles as small as the coronavirus and other viruses.
Here's the secret, people. A lot of people talk about the power of intention, but it's really the power of intention and attention and no tension. This moment in evolution, humanity has never experienced anything like this. Think of all the billions of people who are on lockdown in their homes. And the question is, am I going to be locked down in my home in a place of fear and resistance? Or I'm actually going to surrender to this moment and find out, where do I need to be a leader? Where do I need to be a platform for healing and wholeness in the world? I've been seeing one of these little memes on Facebook. It's like, I feel like this lockdown is nature saying, go to your room and think about what you've done to the planet.
That's
you know and it's so true. But it's like, oh, okay, those of us in our world, David and Lars, we know that the world cannot sustain itself on the path that it is. But now the rest of the world is being invited to consider that the planet will not survive if we continue to consume our environment and pollute our environment. Our health cannot continue to survive if we continue to pollute our environment and all the foods that we eat. And so it's an incredible invitation to reset. And my hope and my dream is that out of this is going to come harmony. And we're going to look at what are the things that don't serve us anymore and do the great work of cutting them away, to decide to cut them away because they no longer serve, and live in service to what is so important, essential to all of us at the planetary level, thriving to have the best day ever. Not just me in Canada, or you in Canada, and you in Canada, and me in Houston, but every single human being have the right and the privilege for the best day ever for them.
Fortunately, it's very fortunate that Jupiter is there at the time he is, because Jupiter is the savior. Wherever Jupiter makes an aspect with another planet that's struggling by trine or sextile, even by square or opposition, but not so powerful. With a trine, Jupiter always brings a good result. So it's always good to look for where Jupiter is whenever there's any kind of aspect or something going on. And it's amazing that he should just turn up right there, making this stellium with Mars and Pluto. So the way I see that is that Mars and Pluto are going to perform their actions, but Jupiter's going to come along and make it better, if you like, or put a blessing behind it. So in other words, that whatever dread and trial and suffering may happen, it will be for the good and it will have a good result.
Welcome back. That was just a sample of our Immunity Summit. Many more to come. Put your email in above or below and you'll be granted access to the Immunity Summit for free. Now remember, this is delivered by email, so you need to keep an eye on your email each day. Sometimes we send videos out every day. Sometimes it's a couple days in between. In spite of everything that's happening, we can still have the best day ever. See you on the inside of the summit. Cheers.